Hey, happy Friday. In fact, it's the last Friday of April. I can't believe we have less than a week left of this month. And then, guys, May will be here. And it's the month where things start to heat up across the US and we start to get in summer mode. But do not forget, in about 2 weeks is Mother's Day. So, for the men, if you haven't already set reservations, make sure you do that. Also, if you are following our monthly content calendar, that means tomorrow you should be hosting your community event. Remember, the suggestion that we proposed was a fun run while also making it where you invite your clients and their friends to wear their favorite Kentucky Derby hat, because the following weekend, so next weekend, is when the Kentucky Derby is. So you also have May Day next week, so May 1st. It's typically when you see all those Justin Timberlake memes. It's gonna be May. I won't try to sing it for you guys. This following week, we have Adopt a Sheltered Pet Day. We have Denim Day. Let's see, what else do we have? So International Dance Day is Tuesday. We have Adopt a Shelter Pet Day and Denim Day on Wednesday. Then you have the first day of May, which is next Thursday. Also, next week, guys, the letter R is the clients that we're calling for our database day on Thursday. R is typically a large number of clients, which means you're going through your database and anyone with a last name that starts with the letter R is going to be your theme for the week. So I know we've talked about before having an engagement strategy on social. And what I would do is on Monday, since that's our Mad Operations Day, it's also the day that we pull all of our list, is you could do a little bit each day where you're adding the people in your sphere, anyone with the last name with the letter R, you're going ahead and proactively adding them on Instagram or Facebook. If you're not already following each other, it's also a way for you to social creep, to have some talking points with them to see what has been new or going on in their world. And it's also your time to look at, okay, who this last week of April and previous years, anyone that's ever closed with you in previous years, you're also pulling that list because those are the people that you're reaching out and you're looking to schedule an annual mortgage review. Now, moving forward, I always suggest that you have your next annual review scheduled before you get off the phone of the current one or prior to ever going to closing. So the 2 days before closing, we should proactively schedule the very first annual review, and that way that eliminates the chase of constantly chasing after clients. Next weekend is Kentucky Derby, and then obviously next Sunday, May 4th, is Star Wars Day, which is the Sunday before Cinco de Mayo. Also, if you look at the battle plan for this week, the video content, so remember, when you print out the battle plan, which you're nudged to make sure that you're printing that, you have 5 video scripts where we've come up with the hook. And what we've done is created like a bulleted format because too many were trying to read the scripts exactly. And the bullet points is just a suggestion so that you understand like where our thoughts were with the title and the hooks. We do use software to look at keywords, high search terms. Like these aren't just things that we put into ChatGPT to spit out answers for. So we have talked about the importance of focusing on downsizers. We know that they make up more than 50% of home sellers, according to NAR data, and over 40% of home buyers, which logically makes sense because if they're selling a home, they're most likely the ones that are going to then be buying. What's interesting is most of them end up paying cash. Making sure that you print off and at least commit to maybe one of those videos to record and post is essential for who you're targeting, who you're creating content for. All right, so today's little social media tip that actually came from my operations partner. She had mentioned while we were at the mastermind and some of the events that she's gone to, just networking, different educational events for social media, sometimes we take for granted. Like I'm always surprised when I see email signatures and we don't have clickable links to your social media channels, or we get off the phone with clients and we forget to say, hey, by the way, before we hang up, which social channel do you typically like to consume on the most? And then like you're looking down at your phone, you're like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and send you a follow request. Do me a favor, make sure you've received it. And again, you're looking at your phone and make sure you follow us back because chances are you're going to have 3 a.m., maybe freak out moment questions. And what I have found is a lot of our clients really enjoy being able to stay in touch with us via social and continue to learn from us, even when it's not always at the optimal times, like it could be late at night or on the weekend. So we're committed to creating educational content every week. We're on all platforms, and you should see the notification now for you to accept. And again, you're planting the seed to make sure that you're staying top of mind on the single device, probably the best piece of real estate there is, where you don't get lost in the noise of like text messages and emails. So why am I sharing all that? Because I was surprised that a lot of people at the mastermind last week did not know, like I never carry business cards. People ask me all the time, like, do you have a card? I'm like, no. But what I do, and I'll go ahead and share my screen so you can see this. Please ignore all the notifications. All right, if I go into Instagram and you go to your home feed, so you can tell that I'm on my home feed by, if you click the bottom right and you look at your profile picture in the bottom right-hand corner, that's your profile feed. If you click on the home button on the far left and you see other people's accounts, then know that you're not on your main profile feed. So if you click share profile right here in the middle, you have your own unique QR code. Now, this is what I have people scan when they ask for a business card, because I don't carry business cards, because where do most business cards end up? Either in the car as a toothpick, or it just gets forgotten about. So you could copy the link if you want. You could download this and save it as your screensaver, so that when your phone is locked and you're at networking events, it's easy for people to scan and connect with you. But if you didn't know that you had your own custom QR code to your profile, well, now you do. And it's as easy as just going to your profile and again, making sure you're on your profile view and clicking share profile. So to me, this is the hack of making sure that we're staying top of mind and we're optimizing every opportunity we can, whether it's going open house crashing, maybe you're attending an agent event, maybe you're hosting your own agent event. Get people, like ask for them to connect with you here so that you can stay top of mind with them. Because especially if we're posting for you one post every single day while also posting on your stories, then they're going to be seeing your name over and over and over. And the average person, just so you know, they only have 600 followers and they're only following about 200 to 300 people. I know people in real estate like to think that 600 followers isn't a whole lot, but that is a lot to like the average person. So utilize this to your advantage. Like, again, you could save it as your background. You could save it to your lock screen, so it makes it really easy. Just make sure that you have the light up all the way, because if you've ever used QR codes for as like an airline ticket, it can be tricky to get it to read, but it is a little growth hack to not only get the right people to follow you, but to also stay top of mind. So that is your little social media tip of the week. Let's finish this month strong. Know that May is coming, and guys, April 1st was the day that, like Savage always says, that's like when the gun went off and the race of home buying is here. We are in full-blown season, and so it's time to grind. It is grind mode. I know it may be longer days, but what we do now, hopefully you're starting to feel the traction. In fact, some of you have told me you're a little overwhelmed with the traction that you're getting, and almost a little concerned that if rates do drop and a bunch of refis come, do you have your plan and strategy pinpointed? And do you have your deck of people to maybe start interviewing and possibly hiring and training? Because it's coming, guys, and we're coming, right? Okay, y'all take care.